this is still a thing in 2016. And honestly, I think this is like this ideology and this kind of person candidate in its last throes, to be honest, because it just doesn't fly anymore, man. Like in 1955, the country probably would have fallen in love with Ted Cruz. Because they look, oh, he's so moral because he's so religious. You know, he loves God and he says God picked him. So, you know, the way he talks is so scripted and it's great. Nowadays, people look at that like, what the fuck are you doing? What are you saying? Why are you talking to me in that fake way? I don't understand. Why are you pretending? Could you imagine Ted Cruz spoke the way he spoke, just in normal situations with his like family, 5 years ago? You know, Mom, let me tell you about the responsibility of me. Why are you pointing at me like that? Why are you speaking in that voice? I don't, like, what are you doing? That does, in fact, there's that great video where, for one of the ad shoots, Ted Cruz had his family on the set because they were part of the ad. And he says something like, you know, my mom prayed for me for hours a day, or something to that effect. And his mom, even his mom, who doesn't? Nobody does that. That's what I'm saying. But he's and look, Glenn Beck may be stupid enough to have genuinely fallen. Like, there was an interview where Ted Cruz's dad said to some Christian host that it was an angel who came down to Ted and told Ted, you need to run because you need to be president. So, Ted Cruz's dad and Ted Cruz himself, they think it's like prophecy. No, they really believe that, like, God picked him and he needs to lead. How stupid, how insane do you have to be to believe that? And look at the arrogance, Bill Maher has a great line about this. He says that fundamentalist religion is basically arrogance parading as humility. Like, they're pretending they're humble and they're servants, but in reality, it's the most arrogant thing anybody could ever believe. God picked you, of all people on the planet, to lead because you're that fucking special. So why isn't God picking the leader of Bolivia? Is he doing that? Does he care about Bolivia? Does God give a fuck about fucking Burundi? Does he care about Burundi? Did he pick the VP there? No, he stayed out of the VP, but he picked the Secretary of the Treasury, let me tell you. What are you saying? You make no sense. This doesn't make any sense. You're, like, so far up your own ass with your fundamentalism. He said, him and Ted prayed, Glenn Beck did. He was, quote, raised for these times, just like George Washington and Thomas Paine. Like, he's divinely inspired. And then, again, at the end, he puts the twist in there. Logic. This is all about logic. But it's not. Everything you said was the opposite of logic. It was about feelings and emotions and prayer and, oh, he's raised for the time. He's the chosen one. He's the chosen one. In typical Glenn Beck fashion, you go back and you listen to everything he said. How much policy substance? Did he mention the poverty rate in the country? Did he mention how many wars we're involved in, how much intervention we've done, how many trillions of dollars we've spent on foreign policy and on the military, war in Iraq? Did he mention anything of substance? Did he mention the minimum wage will live a decent standard of living? Did he mention anything? Healthcare, anything? God chose me. Sit down, shut the fuck up. I'm your leader. I'm the chosen one. I'm appointed by angels.